Hello and happy Wednesday, Flyquest Nation. Welcome on in, new and
Sorry.
old viewers of the stream. I am Floofys. Off to my left, I have Parks. It's hard to remember stage left and stage right. How are you doing tonight, Parks?
You know what? We're surviving without Will somehow. He gave me the ring. He gave me the reins for tonight, and I think that's going to go entirely well. No problems whatsoever. I see no problems with this whatsoever at all. Um,
He gave you the reign above.
oh God, no. I walked my way into that one. So funny. Um,
uh,
so I cannot. Sorry, I know this is a quick aside because we are getting into the game quite soon here. But I just cannot ever get over whenever you say FlyQuest Nation because I think of like Drama Alert Nation or whatever like that. We got to quickly move through these things though because they are getting ready to go into the server. Roster for
yes,
tonight.
knife round starting.
Yeah, the roster for tonight doesn't change from what we've seen in the past few days, of course.
Look, players.
Players. And then on the other side, you're going to know their names, at least on this sheet. It looks all right. They're going up against Rain Above, Cobalt, Say You Will, Colin, Sway You, and Sorcera. Some of these gamers have changed their names in the server, which makes things difficult for us. But worry not. We'll get through it together.
We'll figure it out. I hope you're not sick of seeing Nuke and Dust 2 because we're back on Nuke once again. So we're going to ask philosophical questions like what does the water on B site taste like? And should you lick the towers on A site? And what does the water outside the plant taste like? Questions
how close
everyone should
how
ask at
close can
some
I get
point.
before I get irradiated?
You already are.
Yeah, that's the problem. You already are. I actually, you know what? I have a really good story I can quickly divulge while we have a second here. They're still putzing around in the knife round. Um, my uncle used to work
We
at
can
a
go
nuclear.
watch them futz.
We could. I also enjoy just kind of staring at the knife. The knife. I'll send us into the game if it works. Hold on, it's trying. There we go. Has it committed? It has. Perfect.
Hey, look, it's a
It took a
knife
second.
round.
It took
Sort
a
of.
second. OPS really wanted to not participate for a second there. It was very close. Um,
All right,
I don't know what
let's
they're
hear
up
your
to.
story. I
So
don't
my
know what they're
uncle.
up to either.
Alrighty then. They're okay. Um, my uncle used to work at a nuclear power plant, so he had a they had a take your kid to work day one day, and it was really interesting because it had changed from you could just like the year before it was like yeah you can bring your niece or nephew whatever and have a ball that way. They changed to they had to be directly your son or daughter, and it was so for the day I was his son, which was pretty cool. But yeah, I got to walk around a big nuclear power plant and have a bunch of fun, which I think was pretty cool.
Does sound pretty cool. Honestly, though, that knife round is pretty not cool. I hate it when players just are like, I didn't actually want to go to knife round, so I'm going to waste time. It's not like anyone else has anything to do tonight. I guess we're going to get sides anyway. We got the draw, so Rain Above select the CT side, FlyQuest Red relegated to the T side. And let's get into it. Rain Above on 3 and 2, FlyQuest Red on 3 and 1 so far in the season. So both teams with a pretty good start to the season, honestly.
Yeah, and I mean, FlyQuest Red's win rate so far on Nuke has been quite good. I mean, you can. What did they play on Monday? I wasn't there.
They played Dust 2 on Monday. Oh my goodness. Nice job, team. The whole of Rain Above just crunching into lobby. From that slow knife round into this extremely fast pistol round. Marie able to get one back. It's going to be necessary because FlyQuest Red now with the player disadvantage. Cersei coming in from above. They've lost the bomb, so FlyQuest Red are going to have to pull off some shenanigans to recover this. In the 3 versus 2, and Cersei's dualies coming in from the top lobby. Fox does get the upper hand, but Hightail Player. Gosh, that's the name you went with tonight? All right, fair enough. Hightail Player with a double.
To be fair, Hytale is looking to be a pretty interesting game. All the botting that has already happened. I don't know if you've
That's
kept
fair.
up with any of that at all. It is looking like a really good.
I've watched a little bit of gameplay of Hytale. One thing I think is really cool is people have already figured out how to set up cross-platform servers where you've got Minecraft and Hytale players. Which
I saw that.
I don't actually. I don't. Oh, well, the start of this round though, Flyquest Red Emmy gonna be starting off with a knife in her back, but not gonna stop them from getting down onto the lower site. Already, you see Emmy down in vents, and Flyquest Red with a couple of players down lower. That's gonna be a very fast bomb plant. Fox just watching these players go through ramp. Oh, she got the knife on the Hytale player. There we go. Now with this MP9, she could do some serious work keeping Rain Above off the bomb. They do have the kit. It looks like they're just going to stick that bomb. Fox gets shredded over in doubles, and Rain Above will grab a second round in a row. Emmy unable to survive this one.
Yeah, I was gonna make a joke there that Emmy is a big Minecraft supporter, but leave that for another go. I mean that money is well used though, because immediately gets Fox into an op. You've got the rifles coming in from right above as they're kind of saving through and forward onto this round, so trying to keep it up to a 3-0, and outside looks to be a starting factor here as Sorcera finds Marie.
Yeah, a very hairy spot to start things off. A lot of flashes being thrown down. Fox avenges her teammate, so that is going to be evening things out here at 4 aside. Flyquest Red trying to use the weapons to make their presence outside profitable here. This is going to be difficult, though. Bibion, the first one on in, and Rain Above have got 2 down in secret. The headshot on the Hytale player to open this one up, and the double will allow Flyquest Red down secret down onto that lower site, and that bomb should be getting planted. Nice job, team, and Dr. Legit holding up in heaven, so nothing is going to be stopping this bomb from being planted, and I don't know that I would go for a 2 versus 4 retake, but I mean, this is just that's a standard couple of BB entries from the last few maps that we've seen.
Yeah, huge play. And, I mean, it's exactly what the doctor ordered for the squad. Marie going down early is unfortunate, but the rest of the outside pressure coming through. Fox with the early opening, and then big cleanup coming in from Bibion in towards Secret. Huge. The Flyquest will be getting on the board because, very poignantly, Dr. Legit, a nice job, team, have hit themselves away. Make sure that they at least get to survive the round with rifles, but no upgrades for them, no AKs in sight. Will be Flyquest keeping the board.
Dr. Legit does find Fox, so that is going to be the op changing hands. See if Flyquest Red are able to recover it. The flash, catches Emmy as well in the big garage.
Didn't pick
be
up the
deadly
op.
for Flyquest Red. You're right. No one picked up the op, so Flyquest Red. That proved to be huge for the entry outside, evening things out, and without it, now that buy is going to look quite a bit worse.
Forward into the next round here then. Emmy to get some utility going off the hop. That's a fast A play. They're already out onto the site. Bibion, she's key in getting an opening with Vanessa. However, the remainder, silent drop from Fox. The problem is the timing.
And
Emmy
not looking the right direction, and Emmy just caught trying to avenge her teammates on the site. I like changing up the pace there for Flyquest Red, having been crunched into and played outside, throwing a new curveball at Rain Above, but unfortunately, Sorcera and Seiyu will prove to be just too much to handle.
Yeah, it's actually really unfortunate just because of how many players were on the A site. Rain Above went pretty much all in on that one, considering the first 2 entries that came through. And Marie's going to do the same thing, and she's going to make it down the vents with the bomb in tow. Dr. Legit's already on way down ramp, which means the bomb will be stopped. Sorry, it's Emmy that will be there. He won't be able to stop. Or she will be stopped, rather. Bomb down, that just leaves Vanessa.
1 versus 5 on a P250. There is a deagle in sight, but yeah, this, no matter how you slice it, this one is over. Hightail player from Hut. Gonna make quick work of that one. And, you know, I do like that Flyquest Red consistently are able to make the play of getting down vent fast work. A lot of time you'll see that there's, even with the smokes and the nades, the spam is enough to put the stop to whatever kind of quick rush you're doing. And to see that now 2 or 3 rounds, it's been pretty darn good to at least get down lower. They haven't been able to convert the round off of it. So already 5 rounds in, and this one starting to look a little bit gross for Flyquest Red. We'll be looking to see how their CT side goes. But I do get ahead of myself. We are only halfway through this first half so far.
Yeah, not even completed the first quarter yet of the match. I've decided, instead of the first half of the first half, I'm going to follow the laws of fractions. First quarter. I mean, Fox is an op back in hand yet again. Plenty good to see. Say Will has one as well, though. It'll be interesting to see where the positioning is of the ops, because Say Will over with the op in towards ramp, and I mean, Fox is getting aggressive with hers early on, trying to get a shot off in towards Hut. Try and grab a wall bang, maybe.
Well, I will say, Rain Above, they did so much, had so much aggression with the pistols on that first round, but let's hold that thought, because Flyquest Red, the utility allows them out onto the A-bomb site. Nice job, team. Overwatching from heaven will find the first. Marie gets taken down, but now that's going to give plenty of information over to Flyquest Red. They've got the smoke inside of Hut. They're keeping Hightail player out of this one. 3 players just spaced inside of Hut. As that smoke fades, now this A site gets a whole lot more difficult to hold. Bomb does go down, so that is something to at least force a little bit of initiative back onto Rain Above. Ooh, a little nade to bounce over to second vent. Fox just watching Mini like a hawk, but the first shot goes wide. Hightail player, nice job, team. Trade back with 2. Leave Vanessa all alone in the bloodbath. Hightail player, they know where she is. Peeking out very carefully, waiting for the bomb to be tapped.
Oh,
it isn't going to be defused, though. Dr. Legit just going to hold that defuse, and Rain Above survive yet another. Op picked back up. 5-1 scoreline in the favor of Rain Above.
You know what? A really good play coming in from Flyquest Red on that one, especially because they lost a player so early on that take. It was really well done on the retake, of course, to get that final play done. But, I mean, credit to Vanessa. She heard the hot player above her. She just didn't have enough time once that defuse started to commit to finding both those players. And the bomb just wasn't planted in a way that would help her succeed in that. But no, overall, you hope for a shot to be hit early on, but Marie going down there early doesn't help to start this new.
Yeah, losing your player off Twinkie is always going to be a painful one to bear, and Hightail player trading out with Cersei inside of Hut, going to make sure to keep that outside clean of the Flyquest side. But Emmy, once again, racing down vent and onto the lower site, able to get that bomb down, and these pistols do pose at least something of an issue for Rain Above. Retake should be there. It should be 6 on the board. For the CT side. Oh, Cersei just does a double take. Wonders why he's found the back of Fox. Emmy, though. Oh, Tech9 goes huge for 3. They line up for her, but she's not able to rattle off a shot. And Flyquest Red, very close round, but it's not quite enough. Emmy going monstrous.
You know what? Even with not winning that round, it's good money on the bomb plant. It's good money off Emmy getting those kills in towards the ramp, and it's good economic damage done there by Flyquest Red onto the Rain Above squad, just because it's 3, right? Majority of your team has gone down in that round. That means majority are buying back in. You do have 2 players sitting above 7,000, but I mean, you look, Sarah, nice job team, and Dr. Legit, all 3 have, they're under the threshold, really, of being able to buy back in immediately now. Dr. Legit will get an opening kill, but it's instantly traded back by BB on.
Yeah, again, Rain Above, they're clearly feeling comfortable, so having masterfully executed the crunch on the pistol round, go for it again, and removing Emmy after she's been so hot on the trigger in the previous round, now giving her some time to cool off. Oh no, outside, Marie trying to get in through Mini, but caught by Cersei. That's going to leave us down into the 4 versus 3. Heaven going to be set on fire. Bomb will be planted here. Oh, I like this, though. A little bit of a boost up to look over the middle yellow plank thing. Flyquest Red still pretty sure that there is going to be someone coming in from little, mini garage. But the shots for Rain Above just hitting so much closer than Flyquest Red. Fox looking into rafters, caught by the AWP of Say You Will. Rain Above continue their lead, 7-1 scoreline.
Yeah, we haven't talked too much about Rain Above. I mean, they're one of the up-and-coming teams in the region. Recently got into the VRS pool, of course, by playing at various LANs. I remember running into them at the last Frag Rowan LAN. That was the big one where Saw were there, sorry, and of course they made it far enough into the qualifiers to make it into the group play that was VRS enabled. So cool to see in that form. At the same time, in those VRS points has meant that they can get into events, and they're gonna get just that now into the new round. Once again, a buy-in from Flyquest Red. They're really looking to try and get something going here.
Only 4 rounds left in the half, and it's an era of Nuke where you really need to bring that T-side as close as possible. From one of the most CT-sided maps in existence to something almost acceptable balance, but Marie going to be caught here on credit card, trying to provide Overwatch outside, but there's still attention all over the place, and Flyquest Red are going to be pushed into a smaller and smaller box. Say You Will trying to get active in through Squeaky, but Vanessa doubles up. That might allow Flyquest Red out onto the A-bomb site. There's still a player down lower, so nice job, team, playing from rafters. Has Cersei here in tow, and that might be all they need. 2 for Cersei, and it's just Fox alone. 1 versus 2, tries to catch a falling player, but nice job, team. Gonna make quick work of the cleanup. And Rain Above, again, they are firing on all cylinders. They are playing the CT side aggressively and painfully for Flyquest Red.
It's a really good double there from Vanessa. I hate that it goes a little bit unfinished, unfortunately, with just kind of how they weren't able to take the advantage and get in sight. So not even a bomb plant coming through as a result. At the same time, I mean, we're seeing a lot of that, right, with Rain Above. They've done well with how they've pushed, done well with how they've been able to group together and defend site, specifically the A site, because that's been the major place that Flyquest Red have gone. And there you go, a little bit of a timeout there for, I'm guessing, Flyquest Red to have a little bit of discussion of what they want to do, kind of getting into later rounds here. Because, I mean, 8-1, it doesn't really inspire confidence for them, but they can get, 1 or 2 more rounds. I think they give themselves a shot when they get to their CT.
Yeah, I mean, a 4-8 scoreline on the T side, switching to CT, does make things possible. 9-3 is where you start to get really, really scared. But this round, going to be a fast one out on the A-bomb site. A quick trade, 1 for 1. Nice job, team, with 2 in return. And that's going to send Rain Above into the 4 versus 2. Emmy and Fox now looking to try and salvage something out of this round. Fox gets a few shots on the player Red, but Cersei will be in for this one. And Emmy, once again, dives down vent. She's got the bomb. She's going to get that planted before Rain Above can arrive. Look at this, 30 seconds bomb plant. You got to be fast on the pistols because those rifles are going to be hot on your heels, and Rain above, as I say that, arrive on the site. 9-1 score line for them. Really living up to the name.
Yeah, from on high, they're looking down, but interesting to note, of course, Tech Nines, and I will say, Emmy has done a really good job so far this match of just getting down onto the B site and getting that last second bomb plant that gives Flyquest Red that little bit of extra money that can push them over the edge in terms of getting extra utility, getting something for a team member, getting an op if you're Fox, for example. So lots of good to come from all those bomb plants. That's a really good way to make up for misfortune that has befallen them.
Well, and once again, Rain above with an 8-round advantage, already pushing players into vending and radio and just making sure that Flyquest Red have less and less space. You already start off with so little on the T side. The rest of the team, though, making the way through Secret. Gonna have to deal with the hightail player down on that lower site. Does have Dr. Legit there as well. So once this smoke fades, let's see if they can cross successfully. Marie taking the first shots. Does manage to back one away, but already the players coming through vents. Maybe Jan handles the first. That is going to even out these player counts once again, but Rain above now very, very certain that this is going to be a B hit. They leave one back on the upper site, and Fox has been disconnected from the rest of her team, just up on T roof.
This is a really good chance to reroute, head over in towards the A site. 30 seconds left. Say you will find them, but won't get the kill. Oh, Fox, the timing is just so unfortunate. Nice job, team, getting the kill. It's BB on Marie to try and get this back, get the bomb down. 15 seconds left on the clock. Vanessa's going to come up that ladder in a second. Has to know there's a player behind. Damage done, but no kill just yet. And there you go. That's resilience coming in. They'll know where one is in heaven. With 30 seconds left on the bomb, the move is coming in now from Rain above.
Got double out of heaven. Oh, Dr. Legit made it all the way over to rafters. I will say, I can see the vision here for Rain above. They are hitting so many timings, and they are hitting so many crazy shots that they are getting into that flow state, a really dangerous flow state here on the CT side, where you just sort of feel invincible. And so we're getting players that are pushing into things you wouldn't expect, and so they're hitting timings, and it's been sending Flyquest Red into such a downward spiral, but it's good to see them starting to come back, already getting that molly down for radio. But hightail player and nice job, team, trying to get snuck into HUD. Habibian not quite ready for this. Fox trades that one out, but Dr. Legit coming in through vending. Just the massive lobby crunch from all over the site. Dr. Legit, where's the last player? She's up on T roof, and Vanessa will be finished off by Cersei. 10-2 by Rain above. I mean, just nearly insurmountable lead here on your CT side. Rain above feeling just so much better, so invincible. But that level of hubris can come back to bite you.
Yeah, it's an interesting juxtaposition of they've done so well on their CT side, not going to be replicated on the T side. At the same time, Flyquest Red, we know that they are really good on this map. They've shown themselves to be good on this map so far in their advanced season. It's up to the rest of the match now to just kind of prove exactly why. We're going to start with giving a little bit of space over towards ramp. They've retained all 5, and they've got a strong position here.
Yeah, Rain above, they swarm the ramp and then kind of get paused. They kind of get paused up here. There's players all around, so there's no more position they can take for free. And the utility is dry too. There's just a smoke left on Hightail player. So they're going to have to make these fights dry. Meanwhile, Flyquest also low in the utility department. So we'll just see who's got the gunfights. And interesting to see that Rain Above's aggression from the CT side has actually been tempered here in the pistol round. Recall, they were pushing into lobby on their own pistol round. Now we're getting down to 30 seconds before the final push will be executed out onto the B-bomb site. Vanessa in control, taking a few shots, not quite able to connect. Meanwhile, the ramp players able to burst on out. Dr. Legit and nice job team with 2. Only one back for Flyquest Red. Beyond now, dualies in hand. Can she get this one done? She will. Wind up 2 with Emmy behind her, and the 3rd. And Flyquest Red survived the pistol round. That might be the comeback. Still a long road ahead.
Yeah, you can't call it a comeback yet. It is just a pistol round, but it's a great way to get things started. You can see immediately MP7s, MP9s on the board. There's 2 FAMAS, which I respect the decision. I do feel worse for them, though. Still a FAMAS hater. through and through, I will always be a FAMAS hater.
Yeah, I've been kind of enjoying the renaissance that we've gotten with the SMGs. MP5s and MP7s actually feel like reasonable weapons rather than trolling.
I always thought the MP7 was worthy a little bit of love, but nobody seemed to share my convictions with it. So I'm glad that it's received a bit more praise for him. Interesting to see on the other side, it is just 1 Mac 10 with 2 Mac 10s rather with 3 Mac 9s until 4 Rain Above. I mean, the goal for them is to try and just break through and break Flyquest Red now before they can start to gain any level of economy. But they don't have much to do with because they didn't get a bomb plant down. And while they did get a good amount of kills, that's not going to feed you over time.
Oh, we are going to have a very quick meeting here. Vanessa's FAMAS needs to go huge, but she's completely blind, and Dr. Legit will shred her up. Rain Above this round going to be a lot faster. They swarm the B-bomb site. There's nobody here. There is a player coming out from single door. Bibian. Oh, she catches the planter as well. Dr. Legit with the trade, but just guns to brain. Bibian and these dualies might just be the thing to save Flyquest Red. In this 2 versus 3, Dr. Legit picks up the MP9. Both Rain Above players now hovering above the B-bomb site. Dr. Legit going to be the one to try and get this bomb planted. Knows that there's some Flyquest Red players close at hand, and it's Fox with that FAMAS to finish this job with a double. Flyquest Red now 2 rounds on their CT side, and they're starting to heat up.
Yeah, great job there from Bibian. I don't know if you noticed it, but like her spam slowed, it completely stopped the bomb plant from going through. And then, of course, because in perfect Bibian fashion, she says, well, I can be Stewie 2K, walks through the smoke, headshot onto the bomb planter, denies any sort of play on that, and then is still able to walk back into safety to guarantee the 3v2.
Yeah, such good trading off of each other for Flyquest Red on the B-bomb site. And now forcing Rain Above to be up to pistols. Dr. Legit, a little bit of a desk pop, or maybe spotted the player that was in Big Garage. Going to be Fox. It's almost always going to be Fox taking over some of the positions that Goose Breeder used to play, and Goose Breeder used to be the one that played Big Garage. So now we get to see how the outside changes under the, I'm going to say it, the paws of Fox.
Hey, I'm Fox. This is my garage.
This is my garage. It's where I keep all my cars. I don't know why Fox is now from Philly.
Born and raised
Good
on
damage
the Philly
being done. Yeah. Molly to block off the red players. Not really going to deter them too much. They're just on pistols. So taking the duels and maybe hoping for the RNG to hit a headshot, but doesn't look like it's gonna happen. Dr. Legit now in the 1 versus 5. Does have a pretty low health Marie who's gonna come to meet him. 1 bullet in will take her down to about quarter HP, and the next one will finish the job. So, you know, hey, it's a deagle. There's the headshot onto Emmy as well. Things starting to get a little bit worse here. Flyquest Red, you don't want to lose too many weapons. And Fox, once again, for Watchful Eye, keeping watch outside. 5 for Flyquest Red.
Good play overall, and that means Fox will have enough money to get to the op yet again. I almost said that like it was a drug, which kind of is true for Fox. It's not that she's a one trick in any sort of that, but I mean electric once the big green is in hand. Now the setup goes for her now again, back out towards the big garage and looking to try and find any way to pick up a quick player outside in the meantime. Right above, slowly making their way into the lobby. Trying to be careful here. They know the tactics that they've seen themselves play out. They're hoping not to be foul to any of the Flyquest Red have in store.
The one issue with being a famous player like Fox is everybody is going to know that your op is something to be feared. And if Rain Above have given the, okay, she's playing outside, so we just don't go outside because we'll have to deal with that op, but they do find her in J Hall. There you will with the headshot. That is going to allow them to play 5 strong onto this lower side. Vanessa taking point. Only good for the first, but now Rain Above, they're going to walk right past Beyond. She gets the first, but again, Rain Above, the spacing is too good. And they're able to get these return frags over and over again. Marie and Emmy now 2 versus 2. Thomas picked up, and Say You Will is going to try to get this one down in front of the pillar. Will be successful at getting the numbers punched in. Both Flyquest Red players playing from single, so only 1 point of attack. Oh, they don't know that it's in front of the pillar. He does get the smoke down on top of it. Tap on the bomb to try and pull out the gunfire from Rain Above. Unfortunately, she's successful, and they do hit her through the smoke, so Rain Above now only 2 rounds away from a victory here on Nuke.
Yeah, the first round that they pick up on their T side, and this seems about roughly, this is about roughly when Flyquest Red got their first round of the half, of course. So then, think about it. Rain Above went on a huge run after that, 8 rounds. And yeah, 8 rounds, 7 rounds, 7 rounds in a row off after losing the 3rd round. So Flyquest Red, they lose the 4th round of their half. Now we're looking to see if they can go that around 7 rounds in a row themselves to get to the 12 mark, but long road ahead, and they don't have a lot of money to do it with, which is the scary part, right? Rain Above at this, they had more money when they fight, but we've seen Flyquest do more with less over many a match, and I think they've put themselves into a good position with the 3 rifles they've got. See how it goes on the rest, because Marie and Emmy, Eagle and MP7 in hand, they're gonna try and make things work with what they've got.
Yeah, trying to win this one where Fox doesn't have that AWP, it means that you lose a lot of that crucial outside control that you've had in the past couple of rounds. But I mean, this is one where if Flyquest Red can survive it, then there's definitely a chance. But the likely candidate is Rain Above. Oh, Dr. Legit waiting inside a vending. Quick trade out of Fox. There are still some legs on this Flyquest Red fight. Rain Above, they're putting down that outside smoke wall, trying to sneak their way into Mini, but Marie is the one watching inside this time. Not going to be enough to keep Rain Above off the A-bomb site and off of the man advantage. Molly sent down into vents. Keep Beyond down there, so it's just gonna be Fox here. She should wait for her teammate before trying to take the fight. Well, the first fight will go to Fox, and Beyond showing up just in the nick of time. Doubles up with her teammate, so it is just gonna be Hightail player in the 1 versus 2. They have kits. Do they have the time for this? Have the read. Oh, the first shots. Hightail player with the headshot, and the second shots come through. Hightail player will throw this round away for Rain Above. Or will burn this round away.
They'll take it. They'll take the round. Big play coming in from Hightail player on that one. It's so unfortunate because Fox and Beyond did such a good job isolating 2 1v1s. And yeah, a little ill-advised, but you trust high octane players like that to win those fights, and they do. It's just unfortunate they're not ready for Hightail player to be on that headline, especially with where the little dip is. It makes it very hard to find the headshot there. In the meantime, 3. You'll find one. Unfortunately, Beyond goes down as well at the same time.
Yeah, you would think playing that pushed up position, you might be exposed to a few more bodies trying to creep on by, but Rain Above, they're not playing a very easy to read game of Nuke. I think that this is Flyquest Red picking one of their 2 big maps, and unfortunately playing right into the hands of Rain Above, who are also going to be a Nuke team to be feared. 3 versus 4. Look at the damage, though. I mean, this feels like it's a round that you could maybe pull back if you had something more than pistols.
Shoot.
But unfortunately, the money just not working out.
I always get excited when X-Ray just shows up players holding an angle. Like Fox is holding for an out of hut kind of play there, but it lines up with them being in trophies. Anyways, speaking of trophy, I mean, Rain Above, they're making their way down in towards the B side now. Vanessa is here, and this is the interesting thing, right? 5-7 in hand. She can keep the distance correct. She'll be able to get the kills off. Rip does more damage, but no kill again.
Look at the HP bars. Oh, this feels so bad. Emmy with the AK, she's spamming through the smoke to try and just get lucky with a kill, but unfortunately, the bullet's not connecting, and well, she's going to try to sneak on in through the smoke, but Dr. Legit ready for her. Fox now, well, 1 versus 4 on the scout. The HP bars would make you think that this is a closer round than it is, but unfortunately, walks right into the hands of Say You Will, melts into fire, and it's going to be a 13-5 in the favor of Rain Above.